Now you mentioned just a moment ago that you have people who have been with you for over 20 years, and I know you've got now fine dining restaurants all over the world. You've got other businesses which we're going to talk about, but you're in an industry where people turn over all the time. How do you get this loyal staff, and how do you keep them motivated and excited?
Well, I think we have to give people, first of all, an opportunity to grow. Like if I have a chef or a sous chef, and the sous chef never going to become a chef because the chef doesn't move on. But if I tell the sous chef he's really good, we are opening a restaurant in London, or we're opening a restaurant in Dubai, or in Singapore, or in Las Vegas, or wherever it might be, I think then they're going to stay and say, oh, I get an opportunity to grow. Not only can they make more money, but everybody wants to feel good and say, okay, I want to grow as a person. And that's what we try to do. We want the people who stay with us to grow as people and be responsible citizens. And hopefully we taught them really well of what we want them to do about hospitality. And you know, we're in the hospitality business. Cooking is just part of it, but you know, treating the guests like they are really welcome, treating the guests almost like they are your family and your friends is just as important as great food.
Well, the thing which I'm particularly impressed with is the way in which you have been able to build a brand. You've done it across so many different businesses, from fine dining to catering to casual dining. You keep the authenticity of the brand, and yet you're working with partners in many cases all over the world. How do you make that balance between creative control of the brand, keeping its authenticity, and yet being able to work with many, many partners?
Well, I started the company really, and we thought it's going to have a trickle-down effect. Like a designer, for example, like Armani or like Saint Laurent, all these people, they started off doing really great dresses for women, and then all of a sudden they started to licensing for their perfume, yet they still control what goes into their perfume, or how their shirts are made, or how their jeans are made. And I thought maybe we can do the same thing with the food world. So I started fine dining, first with Spago, and then with Chinois, and then I went into the frozen pizza business, into the canned soup business, in the cafe business, in the appliance business. So we have a lot of different things. Plus, I do a little television and cookbooks. But I really think the authenticity, what for us is important, we always buy the best ingredients, and then we try not to mess them up. And I think we have to teach the people who work with us, if it's chefs, if it's people in the dining room, to do the right thing. They have to have the right culture. So I never hire, or rarely really I hired ever, somebody from the outside to be the chef or the manager in our restaurants. They have to be with us for a while, and that way we have a homegrown culture, and I think that's the way it works the best for us. So I get hundreds of offers every year to open restaurants in India, in Russia, in Japan, in Korea, you name it, but I don't have the talent. So if I don't have the talent, I never will say yes. I only say yes when I know I have a chef, a pastry chef, and a manager who I can send there.